Hey guys, and this will be the 8th video in my predictions, so I will be about a fourth of the way done. So yeah, and I gotta get all these videos up by Thursday, so I think I'll be good. Anyway, so we're gonna be doing the Lions today and finish out the NFC North or South or whichever. NFC North. I've done the NFC South and the NFC North. Every single other team in the NFC North other than these. So obviously I've taken off all the divisional games and all the times they play any NFC South teams, so yeah. Anyways, week 1. Okay, so Matthew Stafford is in a weird position here. I think that he gets a lot of hate. I think he's like a good quarterback. Like, he's better than a lot of quarterbacks, but he just doesn't win games. It's weird. It's kind of like he's a Derek Carr. It's like he's a pretty good quarterback, but he just doesn't use his skill. I don't know. But I do think that he can pull off a win against Kyler Murray, mainly because it'll be his first game, and it'll make sense if he doesn't play too well, just like he didn't play too well in the preseason. But maybe he'll play better later. So you get a good start, 1-0 against the really hyped up Kyler Murray. The whole team's not really hyped up, but they've got Kyler Murray. Once Larry Fitzgerald goes, it might not be too good. 3-13 wasn't too good, but you know what I mean. Chargers versus Lions. Chargers 12-4 last year. Lions were 6-10 last year. It's a huge difference there, but we gotta focus on what I think is gonna happen this year, not what happened last year. Okay, and definitely not the record. So I do think the Chargers are better all around. They have good wide receivers, a good quarterback, and Philip Rivers. I don't think this will be the year that he gets a Super Bowl, but I think Philip Rivers will get a Super Bowl, or he'll be like the best quarterback that never got a Super Bowl that I know of. But saying that, I do think that he can beat the Lions. Then they go play the Eagles. Now, I've been giving a lot of hate to the Eagles, but Carson Wentz is probably a little better than Matthew Stafford, but yeah, that's all I really had to say. The Eagles win, not because of Carson Wentz, just because the Eagles, all the hype that they have right now for some strange reason, Carson Wentz isn't hurt yet. Yeah, so the Eagles win that. Chiefs versus Lions. I think a lot of you people probably already know what I'm going to put here, mainly because the Chiefs and the Chargers are going to be battling it out for first in the division. People act like the Chiefs are so much better than the Chargers when they're really not. The Chargers are probably on the same level as the Chiefs. The Chiefs just came out of nowhere and beat everybody, but that said, Chiefs are probably going to win this one. So you're 1-3, going up against the Packers. Ooh, Monday night. This is going to be a tough one. Do you guys win? Or do you guys lose? I think it's a Monday night game. And I know I had the Lions going 1-1 against the Packers. Oh God, I just spoiled it. I am so sorry. I know I had them winning a few games, So I think they beat the Packers here to go 2-3. I am so sorry for that little spoiler. I'm still going to talk about it, but it's a Monday night game, and they're coming off of their bye week. I don't remember what I had the Packers in week 6, but it probably won't matter at this point because the Lions will just... I don't know how Matthew Stafford is going to beat the great Aaron Rodgers, but I don't think that I don't think the Packers are going to sweep the Lions. I don't think the Lions are going to sweep the Packers. I just think that's how it's going to be. Vikings at Lions. So, Kirk Cousins, in my opinion, one of the most underrated quarterbacks. When he played for the Redskins, he did a whole heck of a lot of good with them. He barely had any personnel, and let me rephrase that. He didn't really have any weapons or a good running game. Like, P. Ryan was his number one option. Now he's probably not even going to start this year. And then he did really good. And last season, he had a pretty good statistical year, which is why he's going to win that game. And then we'll go 2-4. So, they're still in it. They could still win, especially now they're playing against the Giants. Now, I don't know if they will start Daniel Jones at all this year. and I don't think they will start him in Week 8. They'll probably start Eli Manning, but maybe after they lose to the Lions, they'll start him. All right, so now he's, oh God, I don't know what that was. 3-4. They just won 2 of their last 3. Now they're going to be against the Raiders. Like I said, I think Matthew Stafford is kind of a little better than Derek Carr, but Antonio Brown, man, that's going to get him a win there. Hey, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. All right, no. Oh, God, I forgot to pause that. Anyways, they play the Bears, so now they just lost a game that they should have won, and now they're 3-5, and they have to play the Bears. Divisional matchup, it's never going to be easy for the Bears to win, but the Bears are eventually going to win. So now they're 3-6, and I feel like this team's better than that. And then they go and they play the Cowboys. And then they play the Redskins. And then they play the Bears. And they play the Vikings. That's a tough streak right there. Against the Cowboys, I think they could pull off a win against the Cowboys. And probably could pull up against the Redskins. But we talk about that in a couple seconds once I'm done with this one. But let me think about it. This team's going to be 3-6. And then they lose that one, so now they're 3-7. Now they basically have to win every single one of their games. Maybe they can lose one if the conference is being completely turd. And then they go up against the Redskins. Dwayne Haskins could be his first start. They might have Case Keenum still. I doubt they'll have him still in Week 12. Regardless, though, I think the Redskins pull off this win. Okay? Because their wide receiver core isn't great, but they have Adrian Peterson and Darius Geis as their running backs, and they've got Case Keenum, who is a formidable quarterback. He was good for the Broncos, but then they realized they could take Joe Flacco, and he's pretty much better. And then, so they've got him, and he's going to probably win a few games. And then they've got Dwayne Haskins, who's going to do really well. I know next year they're going to do pretty well, and if Alex Smith somehow gets better next year, then they're going to be stacked. They just got to get a better wide receiving core, and then this game would be a breeze. Bears at Lions on Thursday night. I think this might be Thanksgiving. Regardless, this will be a rematch. If this is a Thanksgiving game, it'll be a rematch of last Thanksgiving. I don't think anything will change, though. I think the Bears still win. So now they're 3-9. Man. Then they have to play the Vikings. And the Vikings are at home this time. And the Vikings win this time. Oh, no. So now you're 3-10. And you have to play the Buccaneers. So, I do think 3-10. They go out, they play the Buccaneers. Jameis Winston is probably in kind of the same situation. So, I think really the winner here will be the person who loses because they get a better draft slot. But the real winner, person who gets a 1 in their win, whatever, is the Lions. Lions, just a better team than the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, they really did nothing good in the offseason. So, see how that works. Lions versus Broncos. Not really too much of a choice here. The Broncos probably going to win that one. Joe Flacco, really, really underrated. So I don't know how I have them going 4-12. Yeah, I don't think the Lions can possibly sweep Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. So I think 4-12 is where they fall. Think about it. They were 2-3. Oh, weirdly, when they were 3-4 was when they probably had the most pipe at this point, when they're going to play the Raiders. So really, probably should have beat the Raiders and make it 5-11. I'm not going to change anything. This is what I think is going to happen. And they could have beat the Cowboys and they could have beat the Redskins. Probably could have also won a game against the Vikings and a game against the Packers. So, this could potentially be an 8-8 team. But with the way I have it right now, they also could easily lose this Packers game. Giants could somehow win, and the Cardinals, Kyler Murray is just Patrick Mahomes-like as they think. They could be 0-16, but there's so many games. Like there's 8 games right there. So anyways, that's basically it. 10 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And I've been getting a lot of good. Let me just sit here and talk for a couple seconds. I've been getting a lot of good feedback from this. Like, let me show you. If I go to my YouTube studio, okay, this is gonna be random. If you're only here for the pics, but okay, so we go over here to my dashboard or whatever. I've been getting a heck of a lot of views off of these, a heck of a lot for me. And look, so Lana Smith, that's my friend, who I'm not going to say his name, but I know him. He's pretty awesome. I just wanted to say that if he does watch this, and you're pretty cool. And then there's this other guy called Tasty Quicksand, Daily NFL. And he has Buccaneers, and I'm pretty sure, I think he liked my Buccaneers. I don't know. But yeah, he's commented on 3 of my videos, and good video. I have Bears taking wild card. Good video. Got my video predictions up. Packers also taking the division. I predict Saints win the Super Bowl and Breeze retires. Okay, so I think this guy is awesome. I just wanted to thank Tasty Quicksand and my friend, whose last name is Smith, for doing that. I've basically hearted all of your comments. Yeah. So let me just quickly do that. So yeah, thanks for listening to my little rant there. I'm very happy. I also got 50 subs. Not doing a video until I hit 69. Bye. Bye-bye.